So this is the self-development with tactics. Book.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and his workout/diet plan. Yeah. And with that being said, hello and welcome back to the next episode of the Self-Development with Tactics podcast. And I'm really happy to be here. And I'm really happy to just record this episode and talk here and talk to you and do something here and bust my ass today, actually, because I've wanted to, and I'm actually going to do it as well. I am going to record quite a bit today because I am going to have my prom night on Friday. I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm also not going to be, because of the prom, I'm not gonna be able to, well, on Tuesday it's not that of an important thing, but also it's just making my life a little easier, I guess, just having something in my pockets if I actually need it. It's probably gonna come handy, especially for Friday. But yeah, I hope you're doing fine. And before we even gonna go through the episode, there's a few things that I'm willing to talk about. Everything that you're gonna see in this episode that is highlighted is gonna be down in the PDF. So there's basically a summary of this whole episode, and it is down in the description and also in the show notes as the notes section. Yes. And if you're willing to have some background music, please check out the third link. And if you're willing to just be on the podcast and or the YouTube video, then please go to the first link in the whole description. Yeah. And so let's actually go through The Rock and let's see if, what he's doing, basically. And he's doing quite a lot. But before I even go through it, I do want to point out that I'm not quite sure if this is kind of the truth, if they're spitting the truth here, and they also indicate sometimes that it is only like an estimated quote-unquote plan that he is maybe doing and whatnot. And it is actually a fairly long article. It really is quite something. And as you can see, there's the highlights, and yeah. That said, he still makes room for the occasional cheat day, sometimes tells us he earned it. Yes, he does that. And I think it is totally fine as well, even though some people like Jocko Willink say that you should be eating healthy and or clean 99% of the time. I don't know if it is like just the best thing to have cheat days on a regular basis, because some people are going to have one cheat day a week or one cheat day a month or whatever. I don't know. I haven't had a cheat day in probably a few years, even though it just depends on what you think is a cheat day. Some people think it is when you only eat bullshit the whole day long or eat whatever you want. But I've also didn't have that in quite some time, actually. And I'm also not missing it because I feel good and I feel incredible by eating and doing just the things that I normally do. So why should I change it up? Meanwhile, Johnson is always happy to share the secrets of his ongoing success. As such, you always find him posting fitness videos to YouTube or selling The Rock workout gear or gracing Instagram with pictures of his hearty meals. He even launched 2 short-lived reality shows called Hero and Wake Up Call, where he personally motivates others toward physical and mental transformation. Like we said, spreading the love is a massive part of his game plan. Yes, it truly is, and it is something that's amazing to see. It is then no surprise that adopting the Rock diet and workout plan isn't a matter of excess as much as it is a matter of conviction. Well, that and a decent budget, since you're spending a lot of money on food, and you're really gonna spend quite a lot of money on food. Should you take on this training regimen, however, you might one day flaunt a body like the one he did in Hercules or Fast 5 or any other movies he had been in, because he's pretty much always fit. Yeah, he's pretty much always fit. That's completely the truth. But are you up to the task, young go-getter? And so let's find out. Let's actually find out what he actually is doing. And there is a picture, as you can see, of The Rock and Zac Efron. And I do, by the way, have to say that Zac Efron is in really good shape as well. At least in the movie in Baywatch. I don't know what it is, if it is the case right now as well. I kind of doubt that, because it is kind of often the case that those actors are training really hard for certain roles, and after they've accomplished that and after they've done that, then it's fine and they're not going to do anything about it and whatnot. But I do also have to say, people are speculating, of course, if The Rock is just using certain substances and whatnot. But I honestly have to say, in this picture, he doesn't really look that, even though his nipples are quite, he doesn't look that of a beast, kinda. He really looks to be in pretty good shape, don't get me wrong here. But it's not that of a crazy thing, not a bear, not whatever monster or whatever you kind of imagine and whatnot. The Rock diet plan, including his diet, what we are trying to say here is that he eats like a grizzly bear, albeit a mostly healthy one, which is something that's incredibly important, I think, also for him. Sometimes the Rock diet can go crazy extremes. For example, when prepping for the role of Hercules, and this is now quite insane to be honest, it was reported that he ate up to 7 protein-rich meals a day that amounted to a whopping total of 4,131 calories, which is basically twice the recommended average of man. When not in training, he normally eats about 5 meals a day, and we are taking meals. Or we are talking meals, we are talking meals. 5 meals. Meals. It's not like just a snack or whatever. Meals. So the 5-meal diet plan. Oh, I've forgotten about that. So when he's not building mass for a role, The Rock eats the following as an example. And this is one indication. It says it is an example. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is kind of completely what he's gonna eat, but it is an example. I don't even know if it is something that he's ever eaten. But yeah. Meal 1. 10 ounces of steak, 2 cups of oatmeal, 3 egg whites, 1 whole egg, and 1 glass watermelon juice. The second meal is 2 servings chicken, 2 bell peppers, 3 cups mushrooms, 3 cups broccoli, and 1 protein shake. The third, 8 ounces of salmon, 8 asparagus tips, 2 whole eggs, 2 cups rice medley, and 3 cups broccoli. The fourth, 10 ounces of steak, 3 baked potatoes, 8 asparagus tips, and 1 glass of orange juice. And the fifth one is 20 grams of casein protein and 10 egg whites. By the way, he was in G.I. Joe. I've actually forgotten about that because the kid is a really old movie. And he's actually been in the business for quite some time, to be honest. He's not the youngest at this point in time. He's like, I think 47 or something, 46, 47, something like that. But he's still in really good shape. I really have to say that, like, he looks to, without beard and without gray hair, he really looks to be like, I don't know, 40, something like that, 30. I would actually go more with 30. 40 is just, yeah, maybe a little bit too old. But yeah, he's also not the youngest, but he looks really good. Then the 7-day meal diet plan or whatever. As we mentioned above, when The Rock was training for 2014's Hercules, he consumed calories like it was nobody's business. For all the extremists or completists out there, here's one of his 7-meal diet plans. The first meal was, it actually seems to be the case that it is the original one, but I'm also not quite sure. So please note down that I'm not quite sure. I'm only reading this article. I don't know. But yeah, 10 ounces of cod. What is cod? The fuck is cod? A large marine fish with a small barbel on the chin. Now I know. 2 whole eggs, 2 cups of oatmeal, which is the first meal. The second meal is 8 ounces of cod, again 12 ounces of sweet potatoes, and 1 cup of veggies. The third meal is 1 ounce of chicken, 2 cups white rice, and 1 cup of veggies. The fourth one is 8 ounces of cod once again, 2 cups of rice and 1 cup veggies, as well as 1 tablespoon of fish oil, 122. Is this like a brand or something? I don't know. The fifth meal is 8 ounces of steak with 12 ounces of baked potatoes and spinach salad. I've never had spinach salad, I guess. I've only had just, spinach as a meal. Not really as a meal, but as a just additional to a meal, whatever it is called. I don't know. But well, yeah. The sixth meal is 10 ounces of cod, 2 cups of rice, and a salad. I don't know if he's just actually kind of getting bored of the fucking cod, because I would, if I'm eating this, like 7 days a week, 7 times, it is like insane. Well, I think it's 5 times or 6 times. Well, I think it's 5 times. And the 7th meal is 30 grams of casein protein and 11 egg white omelets, as well as 1 cup of veggies, which is going to be onions, peppers, and mushrooms, for example, I guess, and 1 tablespoon of omega-3 fish oil, which, by the way, isn't doing anything to your heart health, as studies have shown. So, and as he also has pointed out, or as the article also pointed out, he is actually selling gear. And if you're interested in it, then the link to this article is going to be down in the description as always, and also in the show notes and or in the notes PDF. This is basically the summary. And there is like wireless over-ear headphones, and there's a wireless or true wireless in-ear headphones, and there is shoes, and there is other shoes, which I think one of them is for running. I think they are more for running. Maybe they are for squatting, could be the case. You're damn right, you'll need to run every day. Well, I don't know, it could be. Then there is some t-shirt thing, then there's a backpack, which looks actually pretty cool. And then there's The Rock. So he is also selling gear with obviously kinda Under Armour. So if you want to cop it, if you want to check it out, check it out. It is probably quite good gear. And he also said that it was a big fucking success, which is something that's pretty cool to hear, I would say. The Rock workout plan. The Rock workout routine is pretty much as demanding as modern fitness can get. Of course, should you probably execute this brutal training regime, you'll be walking tall like a one-man gun show. Who out there got the reference? ? I don't. But anyway, depending on the type of role he's trying for or training for, The Rock employs various or varying levels of intensity. That said, his workout routine is always pretty much intense. It kicks off, by the way, it's not the entire workout. 30 to 50 minutes of cardio on the elliptical cross trainer first thing in the morning. After that, he eats a hearty, protein-packed breakfast. Then it's off to the gym where the real workout begins. In The Rock's own words, he gets busy with a nice session of clenching and banging, epic pain, epic results. That means lifting heavy weights on a regular basis, working out 6 days a week, and focusing on a different muscle group each day. All the while, The Rock is cranking his ultimate music playlist, presumably on his namesake headphones or earbuds. On the 7th day, he rests and eats gobs of ice cream, if this legendary Instagram feed is anything to go by. Not always, I guess, but By the way, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is 6'5", which is, I think, over 2 meters, isn't it? I don't know. The Rock. Height? 196 meters. Not quite. Which is pretty tall, anyway. We only mention this because we never want you to bite off more than you can chew by eating everything he eats and lifting everything he lifts. In other words, apply a little common sense with adopting The Rock's workout plan so that we don't end up with a lawsuit on our hands. Yes, and now we're actually getting right into the... By the way, look, I do not know if I can... Look at his fucking legs. Like, it is insane. Maybe from the back. Like, look at this. Have a look at this. Isn't this insane, kinda? The difference in diameter between his hamstrings or just upper leg and his knee or the knee section, and then compared to the calves, like it is interesting. It really is interesting. But let's get into the actual workout plan. It is 7 days a week as far as I know. So the first day is legs. Run on treadmill 30 to 50 minutes. Eat breakfast. Well, is it like a life plan or is it a workout plan? Eat breakfast, then barbell walking lunge, 4 sets, 25 reps. As if he's doing so many reps. I didn't assume that. Then leg press, 4 sets and 25 reps. Leg extensions, 3 sets and 20 reps. Barbell squat, 4 sets and 12. I don't know if I should always just... Well, barbell squats, hack squats, single leg hack squat, Romanian deadlift, seated leg curl, and then tight or thigh abductors or thigh. I think it's thigh abductors, I'm sorry. The second day is back day. Again, treadmill, then breakfast. Wide grip lat pull down, which is 4 sets, 12 reps. Bend over barbell row, 1 arm barbell row or dumbbell row, barbell deadlift, pull-ups, dumbbell shrug, inverted row, and then hyperextensions for the back. As he's also showing there, I'm sorry, I think, aren't they called lateral something raises or whatever? Is he also doing something else there? The third day is shoulders. So, by the way, if you want to just have the reps, please check out the article and also the PDF if you just want to have it as text and whatnot. Run on treadmill, I'm not going to repeat that. Then dumbbell shoulder press, standing military press, front dumbbell raise, side lateral raise, reverse machine flies, and seated bent over rear delt raise. All of them are 4 sets and 12 reps and or 15 reps. Day 4, arms and abs. Dumbbell bicep curl, hammer curls, spider curls. What is a spider curl? Triceps push down, overhead triceps, hanging leg raises, rope crunch, and Russian twist. The fifth day is again legs. Okay, which is going to be the exact same one. Yes, I think so. And then the sixth one is chest. Why is he doing legs 2 times? Well, chest is barbell bench press, medium grip with 4 sets and 12 reps, then incline dumbbell press, then dumbbell press, bench press, then flat bench cable flies, and then incline hammer curls, and then dips, the chest version. Is there another version? But I don't know. And the 7th day is rest, with eating ice cream sandwiches, which I'm not quite sure of. And as I said, and I do once again want to point it out, I'm not quite sure if whatever is stated in this article is kind of the truth. I don't know. I just don't know, but I do want to just share it with you because you might be, because of that, motivated to take action and pump some iron. Even though you do not have to pump some iron, because I'm also not doing that. Besides curls, I'm doing them because I'm not having any just pull-up bars in my room, so it's a little bit of a difficult thing to work out biceps and also back without weights. But he's really in a good shape. I have to say that. I hope that I'm just allowed to show that, because I don't know. And he's actually also having quite some injuries from time to time. I know. These are some squats. I mean, like, his legs, they look fucking good. They really look. I actually have to say that in the picture above with Zac Efron, he wasn't looking nearly as pumped as he's looking there. Of course, he's working out there, which just also adds some definition, pump and whatnot. But yeah, still. Then these chest exercise. Can I see how much weight he's using? He's actually using quite some weight. This is what I can see, but I can't read it, unfortunately. Watch again, and then he's drinking tequila, and then that's quite it. And I think it is also going to be it with this episode. Let's see his pull-ups, his pull-up form. Yeah, they really looks great. Even though I would say to incorporate more bodyweight exercises is always a good idea. Just my opinion, because I like them. I think it just makes you more athletic, and maybe I'd say also kind of healthier, because. Well, not just because. But yeah, with that being said, this is going to be it with this episode, and I wish you the best health, of happiness, and all success, and also hope that you're going to remind yourself, and you're going to be remembered, which basically means your legacy, which basically means just being a nice person, then being remembered as a nice person. 3 other questions that I'm having. If you are, why are you here? What are you trying to change? And what is bothering you the most? If you really want to, please subscribe to the podcast and also the YouTube channel. I would appreciate it. And I'm going to hopefully see you the next time.